In this vlog, I will be exploring one of the few UNESCO World Heritage sites in Seosamneung, and I will be visiting the ever so popular Haengjusanseong fortress, which has a spectacular view of the Han River. What's up, guys? If you are there, welcome back. If you're new to the channel, please hit the subscribe button. Right now I am walking to the 43 bus stop to get on the bus to take me to a tomb that I can't pronounce, so I'll put it right here for you guys to see. I got on the train, the line 3 train, all the way to another train stop that I can't pronounce, and it brought me here. So just walking to the bus stop, and it's gonna be I think a 25-minute bus ride, and the bus comes in 4 minutes, so I need to make a move. So when I got here, the TV, it said there was a 15-minute more wait. So I thought, okay, whatever, I could wait 15 minutes. So I'm just sitting here texting one of my friends, and then it literally gets down to 4 minutes for 3 minutes, and now it's gone. It's not even there anymore. The bus isn't coming. You know what's so funny? When I posted on the Korean expat group about coming here, the one girl said the bus takes forever to come, and I was like, okay, let me try my luck, see what happens. Looks like the same thing. So what I'm about to do is call a cab to take me, which will be much faster anyway. So let me call a cab. Alright, so I finally made it. You know, I'm so sorry. I don't have my mic for the wind. I apologize. But I finally made it. It only cost about 6,000 won, which is maybe 4 to 5 USD. But it's a huge ranch out here. I don't see not one tomb because you have to walk to them. I don't know how I'm gonna get back home. I don't know how I'm gonna get back home, but I'll figure it out. It's early in the day. So let's see a royal tomb. This is my first UNESCO World Heritage site, so I'm pretty excited about that. Finally racking up. Looks like it. Finally racking it up in the city right here. World Heritage site. Racking them up. Okay. Another thing I want to rack up is my wonders of the world. I've been close to them, but never can actually reach them. But I got a UNESCO World Heritage site. Alright, so let's see a tomb. Let's see here. Now, according to this map, there's a prince tomb, I don't know, I can't recreate, a homo tomb, a royal concubine tomb, a prince tomb, and a placenta tomb. And there's another tomb as well. Man, there's a lot of things to see out here. Let me see if I can crack this out in one day. In a few, maybe not a few hours, but let's see if I can crack this out. Let's go. It's about 1,000 won, which is less than $1 USD. So super cheap just to actually just see all, I'm gonna say maybe 8 tombs, maybe less, maybe it's 6, but it's less than $1. And if you take the train is 1,250 won, which is maybe $1.05 or even $1. But I see that in the express group, people have been talking about the I guess the inflation of the dollar. Won is not really translating, or doesn't really convert to a lot of USD. I need to check because I send money home to my bank account all the time. First one I'm going to go to is top on the list. This one. So the first tomb, which probably is going to follow the same rules as all the rest of the tombs, you can't really like walk up there. You can only see it from like afar. It's not that far away, but you can't actually walk on the tomb. There's like a little barricade right here that stops people, which I understand. Like even in America, you can go to a graveyard, but it's really disrespectful to actually walk on the actual grave. Unless you're like that family member laying flowers on there, but no one's really just like walking all over all the graves. It's kind of like disrespectful. All right, so the tomb is very, very beautiful. And it's so peaceful here. One thing I have noticed about Korea, that it's so silent. Like there's not a lot of people yelling. Like you can find like people yelling and being loud. Like you can go to La Festa at night, go to the meat market at night from the last video. And if you haven't seen the last video, go ahead and check it out. I'll put the link in the bio. I gotta learn to start like putting it in like the video where it like pop up on the side, like right there, like boop, and then you can click the video and then open up to another page. But what's it saying? Oh yes. You can find loud people, but usually like when you're like tombs, even just walking the streets, the subway, the buses, they're really, really quiet. No one's loud talking. No one is yelling. There may be people on their phone, but they're talking silently. I really like that. I really do like that. Temple, I'm gonna say. Oh my god, I'm so scared to get it wrong. But the temple here that is used for ceremonial incense. Okay, now I got it right. Incense and written prayers. That is what it is used for. So the house is used for incense and ritual prayer ceremonies, and then there is a tomb right behind it. And again, as you know, you can't go in the tomb. So there's like a little bridge up here that you can walk to see the tomb. And it's like this really huge statue. So, I'm gonna have to walk on the grass because I'm shaking. So this tomb right here is the tomb of the queen. This is the third tomb that I visited here. She became the queen in 1506. Well, excuse me, she became the concubine in 1506, and then in 1507, she was officially the queen. And this queen gave birth to one son and one daughter. I'll put the name in because you know I don't know. But then she died 7 days later. She was originally in the West Tomb, but was moved to this tomb in 1537. Now, even though I'm very, very glad to be here, this one you can kind of see the tomb up there on the hill, but this one, the barricade is like on ground level, and there's a hill that you have to go up to see the tomb, so you can't kind of see it. A little disappointed, but again, I'm so glad to be out. I am actually kind of learning. You know what's so funny? I did not like history when I was a kid, but now that I travel and I do a lot of translating and I'm reading, history's actually kind of interesting. I wouldn't do it as like a major in college, but I like learning it this way more than I like learning it from a book. Oh, maybe they do like horse racing here, certain events. I don't know, but it definitely looks like the thing that they hold horses in before they say go and shoot the gun. Okay, now that I'm back at the beginning, I think I'm starting to understand it. This is the tomb of the Joseon dynasty, and I'm just trying to say it. So, remember that map I showed you at the beginning? This one up here. So, I'll show you. All this right here is what I just did. So that's one whole temple. In order to get here, I am now right here. I would have to walk all the way up to get to it, which I might do, maybe. There's also these tombs over this way, and I might just do the walk. Doesn't bother me. I don't care. Let's start trekking. I don't know how people just drink coffee at all times of the day. It's not me. It's not me at all. I'm not even a coffee drinker. I only drink if I'm like really tired, but I don't drink cold coffee. I don't even drink hot coffee. I don't like hot drinks. So if you're walking, you're gonna see like these, I think it's like a visitor center, like for people coming, because there's like no one like eating or walking out with bags or anything. Maybe you can get like a map of the area, which I don't need. I took a picture. But when you see, if you're walking and you see the two buildings, that is where you make the right turn. And yeah, it looks like I got a trek ahead of me. I'm gonna put my headphones in and continue to walk. So when you guys get here, unless you can find a cab to take you up the hill, you will have to walk. It said, my map, Kakao map said 180 meters. That's not too bad. It's like a 15-minute walk. The hill is not that bad. It's not like super steep. It's an easy walk. I did have to take off my sweats though to walk up this hill. It's breezy today. It's really breezy, but the sweatpants, nah, it's breezy enough for a jacket. But you know, I know there are people out there who like, your legs don't get cold, but your upper body does. That's me. Haengjusanseong Fortress was the site of a major battle back in the 1500s. In 1592, Japan invaded South Korea with over 30,000 troops. However, General Kwang Yul, hopefully I say his name correctly, won that battle, which was a major victory for South Korea at the time. Today, the fortress includes a Korean cathedral, a hiking trail along the Hanan River, and many different restaurants inside of a town that's about 2 minutes away. Hey. Okay, yeah, so if you're not a hiker, if you don't like to take walks, probably not the place for you to go, because the hill does get a little steep. It's pretty breezy out, but I'd still rather have my sweats off. And we're going to start touring this fortress from the earthen wall, which sits southeast of the fortress. Also runs along the Han River. The walk is pretty steep. It's said to have like some shrines here. Obviously there's going to be a wall, and there may even be a temple, but there are also stairs. Welcome to the top of Earthland, the southeast side, which has like a little store that sits once you come up the steps, and then there's like a huge shrine with about 12 different flags. No, actually it is like 6 different flags, but each flag is there like 2 different times. There is a gorgeous view of Seoul, South Korea. I believe Seoul that we're seeing here, of course, is what I read online. Seoul that we see here, and you can see the Han River run right into the Yellow Sea. Now my legs are starting to get cold, but you guys, this place is like so effing gorgeous. Like, this is one of the reasons why I came here. Now, as I told you guys before in like earlier videos, I came here back in 2019, and I literally fell in love with South Korea. Yeah, there are certain things that I run into that is maybe like out of 100%, like 15% of a bother, but not everything bothers me as much. This place is like, it's so gorgeous, it's so clean, it's so safe. The views that I'm seeing right now is so peaceful. I did just have like my music in my ears because I was just standing there just looking at the river and looking at the city. You know, despite my job, which can be stressful at times, like when I'm outside of work, I'm not even that stressed. Like, I can't wait for the weekend. That way I can go explore, I can go see something and just come into this fortress. One, what I did not tell you guys is it was free to come here, so you don't have to pay anything unless you bring a car. I think it's like 2,000 won, which is less than like $2 USD. Yeah, it's just so calm, so peaceful, so safe, and I just really enjoy being here. Like, I know I'm gonna be here for at least 3 to 5 years, maybe. I don't know, maybe longer, maybe longer. So next we're going to head to the Haengjusanseong, I think that's how it's pronounced, side of the fortress. Now this side came with an English translation on once you like enter to the left. So we're gonna check this side out. Now this beautiful temple that you see behind me was made to commemorate General Gwon-yo, who won one of the major victories in the Japanese invasion from 1592 to 1598. Now this palace behind me, it consists of 3 rooms. However, they do not let anyone go inside. And around the 1970s, it was basically closed off for restoration purposes. So you can only really come outside, you can't go inside. To be honest with you guys, I thought this fortress would be a little bit bigger, but seeing that it's free, I'm not gonna complain. Who am I to complain?